Hey, what's up, Blaze Gang? Don't forget to subscribe. Keep it locked to Blaze Entertainment for all the new content on the way, and also be one of the first to be part of Blaze Gang. Hit that bell icon so you never miss another notification again. Notification Gang. Gang, gang. Hey, what's up, Blaze Gang? Gang, gang. How y'all doing? What's really good? I'm here. We back, and I wanted to drop this little this Eminem review on his album "Music to Be Murdered By." Now, granted, it's been out for a hot minute. I know the whole point of me still going through what my review of it is. One, I already pre-recorded it before, but I really didn't like how the recording came out, so I'm just gonna do it differently on this one. But so that's one thing. Two, I want to stick through to what I want to do and start releasing stuff in a timely manner on this channel. And three, the most important reason is that it had plenty of time to settle in amongst the community of hip hop and all other aspects of it. All right, so the track list starts off with the first track on the album is Premonition, which is the intro. The first track, which is the intro, don't really need to even speak on that. It's an intro track. It's pretty good. It sets the tone for the album. He has a couple other intros on here and clips that kind of like set the tone, but the first one is good. It kind of sets the tone for the album. It's good, whatever. That's pretty good. Two is a track called Unaccommodating. Now, a lot of people are just jumping into the album. Oh, let me see if there's anything even somewhat good, or if there's a feature with somebody I like. Or I feel like this track gets skipped over, but it's a really good track. Unaccommodating is a great track. It goes hard, and shout out to Young M.A. She's a feature on this track. She goes hard. Her verse is gas, and M comes in and smashes too. Like, I haven't heard really nobody covering this track, talking about as far as standouts on the album, and this is definitely a stand-up on the album. I'm not even gonna lie, when I first was going over the album, not that I didn't think the track was good, maybe because it's the beginning, I kind of like flow through that track and go into, straight into those kind of nights, which we'll get to that. But it's a great track. Upon listening to it more and more, it's one of my favorite tracks now, so definitely get out and listen. Again, and if some of these on here you hear, I say what track I like or I dislike. If you're not into going through the whole album, just check out these tracks, man. Support it, man. It's good music. I guarantee y'all you're gonna like something on there. Jumping into track 3, You Gonna Learn. It's a pretty good track. I really like the hook on this track, to be 100% honest. I really like the hook on this track. Anyways, You Gonna Learn, good track. I like it. Definitely the hip hop heads, they gonna like it. They gonna love it. It's a good track to just vibe out to and just ride out, man. So definitely check that out. Track 4 is called Alfred. Again, this is an intro track. So yeah, moving right along, we're gonna go into track 5, which is Those Kind of Nights. And yeah, definitely this is my favorite track on the whole album. Don't care what nobody's taste are or what it is. Just this track goes hard. This track should have been like one of those club tracks that like blew up, but like everybody was so much on hate mode. Like a lot of these tracks I feel like didn't ever get a chance to shine. And another thing about this track, it also reinforces the main reason I'll get to later why it reminds me of the old M. Like, he wasn't trying to do a voice or be something else. You know how he does on some tracks, and some of the stuff on Relapse, which people didn't like, which I also thought that was a decent album, but it is what it is. But this track should have been more than what it is. Like, I don't care, not just because it's my favorite, because it just goes hard and it's so much to his original style. It sounds like, it's just him. He's back to his form. I love it. That's my number 1 song on the album. Track number 6 is In Too Deep, which is also one of my favorites. Those Kind of Nights is my number 1. This would probably be definitely number 2. definitely, or tied with another one, but this would definitely be number 2 for me. Probably is In Too Deep. I love this. I love this track, and this is a good track because musically and written energy, everything. His writtens are good. Like, he painted out a picture for you, and anybody who's been in that situation, you can feel that. You can definitely feel what he wrote here. You can tell that he's coming from a place of where he's probably been, or at least seen, or somebody that's been in this situation. Like, it's a really good track. Do me a favor and yourself a favor, if you're a real hip-hop fan, check out In Too Deep as well, for at least, if not for I'm Telling You To, or if not because it's Eminem, just for the lyrical content and the message. This is what it's about right here. This is a real song because it has real meaning. It's been in a situation that you can relate to. It's relatable. Moving on. Track number 7 is Godzilla. I like, mainly it goes hard, so this is like my, this is my jam out, ride out, get my 212s, banging type track. But it's good. Rest in peace to the young brother Juice WRLD. Definitely gone too soon. I mean, his hook was good. The song was good. He definitely, M's murders it on his verses, but the hook, a lot of people were getting slack because the hook's kind of, it would appear that it's all over the place, but at the end of the day, I mean, look at a lot of the crap that's out. I mean, not saying that this is crap, but I'm saying a lot of the bullshit that's out these days that has no meaning or cadence or anything. At least I can say sonically the hook is nice. Number 8 is Darkness. Great track. Another top track on the album. So between 5 and 8 already, those 4 tracks, you can just, there's like meaning there. There's different vibe. You know what I'm saying? But Darkness is a definitely, it's a serious, has a definite serious tone. But the words and what he's describing and what he's talking about, again, has super impactful meaning. This is a good track. As far as hip hop goes, this is a great track. Number 9, Leaving Heaven. I definitely love. I'm not sure. Again, I need to pull up the track list that has everything on it. But I think this is the one he has with Skylar Grey. Leaving Heaven. Great vocal presence on that hook. I like the hook. Definitely fucking with the hook. He killed it too. I like his flow, his delivery on this. He had a great cadence on this one as well. So I definitely not gonna put it in one of my favorites because every song can't be a favorite, but like, it's a good track all in all. I think, check it out. Number 10, we're going, it's called Ya Ya. Again, I think this is a good hip-hop track. This is a track to that checks all the boxes as far as hip-hop and the roots, and like, just it's a good track. I listen to it occasionally. I'm not gonna say it's my go-to every time I put on the album, but it's a good track and it checks the boxes as far as hip-hop goes. Track 11, Stepdad intro. Again, it sets the tone for the next track, which is, you guessed it, Stepdad, which the intro is kind of like, a normal intro to, the showcase. Well, I just said normal. It's not normal, but in a lot of people's lives, they can relate to this intro because it showcases, abuse in the home and crazy shit that kids see, stuff like that. But moving on, again, it's an intro. It's not that important. Stepdad, it's all right. I'm gonna be 100. I'm not really, I don't really listen to it a lot. I've maybe listened to it twice. It's not, it might be somebody's, thing, like, oh, Stepdad's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's definitely not one I listen to a lot, and I could care less if it was on the album. Number 13 is Marsh, which I like Marsh. A lot of people don't talk about Marsh, but the people that I have heard talk about Marsh, don't like it. They think it's like a just thrown together track, but I think I like it, man. I don't care. Like, sometimes some vibes I want to go to that, the energy he put into that track. I want to go to that kind of vibe, like that. It doesn't have to be straight in your face but all over the place, but at the same time still relating towards something, so Marsh, okay, it's a good track. Not gonna, it's not one of my favorites, like I have to hear it every time, but as I'm going through the album, if it comes on, I'm gonna jam it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. I fuck with Marsh. All right, so track 14 is Never Love Again. Good track. Again, I don't have a lot to say about this one. It's not neither bad or good. It's good, but it's not really bad. It's like it's in the middle of the road for me. It's just a good track that I'm just like, all right, cool, and moving on. So let's go to 15, which is Little Engine. Little Engine is a pretty good track. I like it. It's got good energy, and he's got some good flow on it. It's a track that's just there for me as well. Like I know it's there. I enjoy it from time to time, but it's not my go-to when I go and I click on my track list what I want to hear in the album. So again, it's kind of meh for me, but hey, it's still a pretty good track. But moving on to 16, called Lock It Up. Lock It Up. I like Lock It Up. Lock It Up's pretty good. Again, I'm keeping to the time of the video. I'm gonna move along with the tracks that are just like, they're good, they're there, check them out, just to give it a proper analysis of the album. If you're a fan, definitely you gotta check it all out, but it's pretty good. Lock It Up's good. I like 17, which is Farewell. The track is called Farewell. Another good track. I think it's got very good written and meaning. I like the track. I occasionally catch myself going back to check it out while I'm riding, so it's a pretty good track. No Regrets. Now I like this track sonically. I like this track. I like the hook. I love the vibe. Like I was feeling it when I first played through, but it was like somehow I missed it because I'd go back to my top 5, and then that's towards the beginning of the album, and I would move away from it. But like now that I know it's there, it's one of my favorites. No Regrets is a great song. Again, message, the vibe's there. Number 19, I Will. Good. It's a good track, but it's whatever for me. It's all right. And of course, 20 is an outro called Alfred. So as a whole, let's get it down. Let's get it broken down. As a whole, as the project itself, as an album, I think this is a good album going on great. And the reason why it's leaning towards great is not just because tracks on the album per se, but as a whole, the vibe and the sound that he gave us on this was, to me, as a real fan of Eminem, as a true fan, and again, people who don't like his music and it's not really your cup of tea, I'm not mad at you. You're allowed to like what you like. But as a fan of hip hop, I like Eminem. I love what he brings to the table. But most of all, I'm on his head if something ain't right, just like everybody else. But this right here sounds so close to what his form, man, back when he was just slaughtering shit, when he was just Slim Shady. And I'm talking about like the straight up raw Slim Shady, and that's what I loved about it. The way he sound, you could tell between this and the last couple, you could tell how sure of himself he is on the album. You could tell when a rapper's sure of himself and what he's producing, you hear it in his music, point blank period. The reason I know this is because I also do music. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be, posting some of that on the channel soon. But real talk though, so I'm gonna start bringing back I figure on my rating system for albums. Again, my personal opinion on albums. I'm not a fucking blog artist. I'm not none of that shit. I'm not none of those lames like that. This is just me coming from a fan of music, and I'm gonna do my rating system like the Source did their rating system, because I stand by the Source. Back in the day, 5 mics was 5 mics. I'm gonna give Music to Be Murdered by 4 mics. 4 mics, man. And I would say 4.5, but like I said, I gotta be fair, and I can't be biased because I am a diehard M fan. So I gotta take some from you, Em. But I love what you did with this album. You gave us, the true fans, some real fan service. And thank you, man. Please, I want you to still make music. I don't give a damn what they say. Give us another one. Give us a volume 2. I don't give a damn, but give us this sound, this intensity, man. Real shit, man. So again, Blaze Entertainment, 4 mics, music to be murdered by. Let's go, man. Hey, but y'all already know what time it is. Stay blessed, stay fresh, and damn sure stay blazed. Peace.
Perfect.